What's good, everybody? We back. This is my second time recording this because the first time I had to clip it and I had to put my mic, I had to mute my mic so you wouldn't hear any audio from when I clip the video. So now I have to redo it. But basically, I want to sincerely apologize first. At the end of the race, I only saved the feature race and I didn't save both of the races before, but that wasn't really a problem because I just thought it would be cool if I just saved the clip, like in PlayStation when you hold, you know what I'm saying, you press square, you save the clip. But I pressed the freaking home button before I did that, and yeah, it only saved like 20 seconds of basically the end of the race when we were back in the menu. So that's my fault. You guys are seeing this fastest lap from GTA. This is the track that we're going to. So like I said, it is a more traditional track at the airport, so we're gonna go away from street courses for a second, and then so yeah, that's basically it. But spoiler, I got first in both of the heat races, so good for me. Well, you guys will see what happens in the feature race, but well, that's basically it. So we're gonna go ahead and get into the race, go to the starting grid, and let's see what happens. As you can see, I ran a 1:23.215. That is moving, but we'll see you guys next time. All right, so we're back. I literally didn't go anywhere. So looking at the pecking order, we have None and Island going first, Hennessy second, Cripple third, Ajax fourth, Stony fifth, Cripple sixth, and me seventh. I'm in seventh because basically it went off the average of the first two finishes. I finished first, so I go last in the last heat in the last feature race. So, and that goes the same for Frost. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this race. We're going into the first turn. We're gonna take it very, very, very conservative. As you can see, these guys are all clumped up together. So me and Stony are just gonna sit back here, chill. We're gonna see what happens, see what unfolds. And we'll see what happens from there. These guys are going head to head, toe to toe. Ajax gets caught out. Island gets caught out. That's the end of his race. So Ajax makes a bit of a mistake, but it doesn't really hurt him, to be honest. But Stony is slow out of this turn, so we're going to go ahead and capitalize off that. We're going to get in front of him. We're going to try to see if we can peak with Crippled. No, we cannot peak with Crippled. But we are gonna try it one more time and see what we can do. And as you can see, Hennessy and Frost are going at it up there, but we're gonna try to get in the slipstream. We could have stayed in it a little bit longer, tried to get our nose in there, and that's not what happened. He got his wheels on the curb and it bounced him out, so it's kind of tough for Cripple at the moment right there. So now I think we might be in the slipstream of Hennessy. Hennessy has been doing really, really decent in these kart races and these variety. Well, I don't remember what his place in the variety series was, but we're gonna try to peek our nose in here, and we get our freaking wheel on the curbstone, and it bounces us out. So he goes deep, and then he tries to get a lot of speed momentum. So his cart kind of goes into mine. I wasn't really too worried about it. The only thing I was worried about is that Frost is now all the way up in the lead in the first lap. We're in slip right now, and I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's about to be a crazy ass battle right now. So it's looking like Frost is in first, and then we got these guys battling for second right now. Cripple's gonna go deep. He's gonna try to be the latest of the late breakers. I don't know why I said that so weird. Goes a little bit too deep, but he cannot get his control coming out of the turn. So we're gonna try to capitalize on Stony getting to the slipstream, try to get this overtake done. And then I thought I was just gonna move up. That's not what happened. From the first two races, one-on-one, I had got a gap, so I didn't have to worry about somebody staying in my slip for like ever. So now these guys are in my slip, and they're just not gonna leave it, which ends up creating a very good battle. But unfortunately, that means that Frost can just run away with it. So Hennessy was taking a very, very aggressive tight line. I was taking a more I guess you could say, moderate conservative line. I was braking early, but I was braking early, but still had a lot of speed, so I was trail braking, and I ended up taking a late apex to get straight line speed out of the turn, and you guys can see that obviously from the video clip. So Stony is gonna try to defend from Hennessy here. Hennessy's just beating it, and then Stony's gonna come back on the outside and get the switch back. I did that to him in practice, but it was it was funny. I don't have the clip, but it was really cool. But yeah, Stony's gonna get that switch back, and he goes up, and now he's gonna try to fight with me. That was really good. That was really good driving there by Stony. Pretty good defending there by Hennessy too, but there wasn't really much Hennessy could do. And so now we're here. We might be a little bit slow out of that turn, I'm not gonna lie, because you see Stony got a little bit of time off of us. It might have been just a slipstream, I'm not sure, but he's gonna bump us because I'm guessing he wants to leave the pack. I gotta sneeze. Oh my god. Dang. So Stony goes best in sector 2. Ajax is kind of struggling back in 5th, trying to catch up with us, trying to keep up with us. Hennessy's back in the fight now. He kind of got his footing back, so that's pretty good. As you can see, that aggressive line he's taking right there. And it's not bad either. He's just not getting the exit speed that he probably wish he wanted. But he is in the slip though, so you got to do what you got to do sometimes. As you can see, he has a Spider-Man suit on with a Mario. Like the car is has a Mario theme on it, which is cool. And then Stony and Ajax have baby and car on the back of their suits. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, adopting the GTA, like, you know what I'm saying, being funny. That's where we kind of get that from. But my suit is a little bit more serious. Not saying theirs isn't serious, but you know what I'm saying, I think I just phrased that all wrong. That sounded really bad. But like, yeah, their suits are very comedic. That's how you say it. Very comedic. Mine is more, you know what I'm saying, I don't know. But I mean, we're just watching the battle right now. Hennessy, I felt like he got into a low gear and got wheel spin and had higher PMs. So maybe he just didn't know, and he's on controller, I believe, and that's just tough. That's really just tough. So I don't know what it's like being on controller racing on here, but we're gonna take this wide and get a super straight exit out of here, and then we're gonna try and get into his slipstream. As you see, there's a yellow flag up at the top. Frost freaking folds, and that enables us. If you guys could hear him, he was literally like about to cry on the mic, and I felt his pain too, because that big of a gap and it just folds like that. That's how I was able to win the first 2, because he was making mistakes and I just wasn't making mistakes, and I ended up winning the first 2 heats. So Frost is going to not really defend here much. I would have defended a little bit harder, but he does get back into my slipstream. And he really nails that corner, I'm not gonna lie. So us battling is gonna bring not Ajax. Us battling is gonna bring Stony back into the fight. So now Stony's here. Frost is gonna bump us. So Stony's like, nah, we're not having that. Stony's like, nah, I'm not having that. So we start basically a slip train. And I tried to brake early so I could undercut. I still did get the undercut, but Stony's gonna try to get behind me, and we're just gonna Stony. I know what he's trying to think. He just wants to leave him. He's like, bro, we gotta leave. We gotta go. He's like super quick. We gotta capitalize off the, you know what I'm saying. So he's trying to dip, and I totally agree. So we are trying to capitalize off this man's mistakes. But as I said, if you're in that slipstream, it's hard to get out unless mistakes are made. And after this part, mistakes really weren't made like that. I take a defensive line against Stony. Stoney's trying to pass me. Frost takes the offensive line. Frost gets to my slipstream, kind of takes it slow. I take it slow as well. I tried to get the undercut or the switchback. Frost takes the lead. I'm gonna cut behind Frost and get into his slipstream. So I'm gonna go on the right. It would have worked out. I accidentally hit him in the back though. I was gonna try to force him to take that short line, and I was gonna do the switchback that I did to him on the first race. I'm sorry, it was the brother. You guys thought this racing right here was good? Y'all should have seen the first and the second race. It was even better. Like between me and Frost at least, but I think overall as like a grid, this race was the best battling as a whole. But I think my best performance was shown in race 1. I think race 1 and race 2, but more race 1. You can see it here a little bit. My tactics. I go deep here, but I was like not really too worried about it. My problem was I got too much power out of here, and I got a little bit squirrely. I was just trying to keep it together. I'm like, bro, we cannot fold. So Stoney's gonna try to cut in behind us, see if he can get slip. But I break the slip with Frost, so now it's just like I said, whoever makes some mistakes. So now the slipstream is broken, and he was kind of mad. He was like, he's in my slip. So now it's broken. So it's gonna stay like this until the end of the race. Obviously, it's the last lap, but you can kind of see on the right, if you just look closely, everybody's laps from every lap. I was running pretty good, consistent 144s. The second lap was a 145. I think we might go back to Stony. Hopefully we do, but you guys can go back in the video and pause and look and see what his times was, look and see what Frost's times was. Those guys were super consistent. This is a great race. This is a great start to the season. This is a great track, really. High-speed track. Challenging, surprisingly okay for karts, I'll say. I'm not going to give it, too much credit. It is what it is, but we're going to go ahead and finish here. P2. So we went 1-1-2, which is pretty good. So I wish I had the content for the first two. I'm not gonna mess up. I am not gonna mess up when we have another kart race. The next kart race is on next Monday. You guys are seeing this on Wednesday, so just in a few days. The next kart race is on Monday. The only reason this video didn't get out any earlier is because I've had to work a double, but so I couldn't edit the video, but yeah. So this is a great start off to the season. We have 12 rounds. I don't know when we come back to this track, but when we do, I will bring the same energy, and we're gonna go ahead and get into the points. So as you can see, I finished first in the 2 heats. If you can see on the left, the heat grid started with me at second, and I capitalized up to first. Frost was all the way in the back in the first heat. Cripple was at 4th, so on and so forth. So I finished first in the first 2 heats. Second heat, first, feature, second, which is fine. So with that, me and Frost tied for points for the whole event, which is fine. It is what it is. But Frost missed, I think, the first event. I think I missed the first event. But with Shit missing the first event and Stony not getting the result I believe he wanted, we capitalized and we move into the championship leader in the karting championship, which I was going into this race thinking about it, like, if I do good, I can be the leader. So we go up by, I believe that's 4 points, and Frost has a lot of work to do. So really, is if I don't miss a race and I stay consistent, and really the battle is with, as you guys can see, 2nd through 4th. That's who it's with. If I keep doing what I'm doing, then and getting these top 3s, then Frost will just stay behind, because he's a whole half points behind. But that's gonna be it for the video. I'll see you guys next time.